bruh. This shit never ends, bruh. Like, at this rate, I don't know if we ever gonna win the Champions League again, bruh. Not only do we find ways to lose, but in the most demoralizing fashion possible. I didn't think that shit could get worse than 18-19 Liverpool, but we've outdone ourselves again, bruh. Inter 4, Barcelona 3, and yeah, like I said, this is just the most heartbreaking way possible to lose, bruh. Go down 2, go up 3-2 with in the 87th minute, I think Rafinha scores, and then they tie it with like a minute left, and then go into extra time and concede and lose 4-3. Does it get more Barcelona than this in the Champions League? I don't think so. I don't think so at all, bro. But yeah, Inter 4, Barcelona 3, out the Champions League. I guess we'll get into starting 11. We went with Gerard Martin left back. Obviously, Balde missed today, still injured. Inigo Martinez, Cabarsi in the middle, Eric Garcia right back, Pedri, De Jong double pivot, Olmo 10, Lamine Yamal off the right, Rafinha off the left, and Lewandowski was back. Obviously, gets subbed on later in the game today, but we went with Ferran at the start. And yeah, again, start the game, Inter's all over us. First like 25 minutes or whatever, and they grab the first goal. And Danny almost like it looks like he's trying to make someone deep in his own half, gets the ball nicked off, and they slip it through to Dumfries, who plays it across, tap in for Lautaro Martinez, 1-0. And then the rest of the first half, I think we looked a lot better. We got on the ball a lot more. We were like creating chances. Nothing comes of it though. And then at the end of the half, uh, Lautaro Martinez gets played through. Cabarsi tries to make a tackle sliding across. Last second, Lautaro Martinez is able to get his foot in front of Cabarsi, and he like nicks his foot before he hits the ball. Penalty, 2-0. And yeah, we go into half down 2-0 again, and you're thinking like, yeah, this is it, bro. Like, yeah, we about to, at the San Siro this time, like shit, they might like pour it on in the second half. We might get ran. You don't know what's going on. And then the second half, I mean, we do what we done best all year, bro. Gerard Martin, I don't know what possessed him in that second half, but like he was like that second half was ridiculous. That's the best I've ever seen him play by a country mile. He was lights out for like a 30-minute stretch and a half. Got us back into the game literally like by himself. Gets an assist to Eric Garcia on a cross. Eric Garcia takes it first time volley. Great finish. 2-1 back in the game. That was the 54th minute. 60th minute, another Gerard Martin whipped in cross. Beautiful far post cross in the Olmo header. 2-2. We're back in the game. Just before that Olmo chance, we off a Inter corner, we hit him on a counter. Pedri slips in a pass to Gerard Martin. Gerard Martin plays it across to Eric Garcia, who has a tap in, and Jan Sommer makes an absolutely ridiculous save. Jumps across. Eric Garcia should still score, but Jan Sommer makes a hell of a save, comes from out of absolutely nowhere. Diving effort, knocks it off the line. And then we get the Olmo goal shortly after that. But Gerard Martin's second half was ridiculous. Jan Sommer's the man of the match. He was absolutely phenomenal today. Had that save, had a couple Lamine Yamal saves that were absolutely ridiculous with the tip of his fingers. Is able to knock him off and redirect him for a corner. He was fantastic tonight. But yeah, Gerard Martin, by far the best he's looked in a Barcelona shirt. Still has his struggles going like in defense when he's asked to like really do a bit of defending 1-on-1. There's like lack of pace and he's not the like most physical strong. He just like I said, he was phenomenal today. I don't know where that second half performance came from, but I just don't think he's got it at this level. But hey, salute to him because he literally single-handedly got us back in the game today. So I can't say an ounce of slander for him because in the first half he got done by Dumfries, who like just kind of muscled him off the ball, beats him for pace first, and then he kind of recovers. He kind of just straight throws him out the way, whips it across that almost led to a chance. But yeah, he looked shaky in the first half. He's like typical Gerard Martin. You're like, oh no, here we go again. And then in the second half, I don't know what overtook him, bro. But yeah, 2 assists for him. He gets us back in the game. And then 87th minute, Rafinha, Pedri plays Rafinha through. He takes it on his left foot, save right back to him from Jan Sommer. Comes right back to him on his right foot, slots it home, far post. And you're thinking, yo, we really about to get out of here with this win, bro. Up 3-2 in the 87th minute. But you got to remember, we are Barcelona, and we are going to find a way to do some nut shit in the Champions League. And that is exactly what we did. In the 93rd minute, uh, whipping ball plays across. Kabartsi gets beat across his face. Tries to recover late, but first time finish. Roofed it over Chesney. Really didn't have a chance on that one. And just a great finish. Like, Kabarsi should be doing better there. Should be like trying to stay goal side and get in front of that. But yeah, I mean, he just that's a great finish. First time, roofs it. Extra time we go, and from that point on, I just always had a feeling like yeah, we were finding a way to lose that game. And then the 99th minute, Fertezi gets it on the Thuram gets it right side of the box, smokes Araujo on like a half turn, puts in a cross. It gets blocked, falls to Fertezi, and he just slots it far post 4-3. And we created some chances towards the end, but couldn't put any of them away. Lewandowski had one off a header, off a cross from Yamal, had a header that goes over. That was a good chance. Another, Jan Sommer made one of those ridiculous saves on Yamal, far post. Slightly deflects it out for a corner. And the second half, I don't know, probably some other chances I'm forgetting about. We were all over them the rest of that point. They just packed it in and just was trying to see the game out, and they were able to do that. But these losses, bro, they just don't stop. Like every year, it's like we find a way to somehow completely collapse when it's money time in the Champions League. And another one of that. This one is so heartbreaking because we get back into the game. But this is, I think, nothing sums up this year, this Barcelona team more than, and Hansi Flick as how he's coached us this year more than this game. Go down 2-0 in a game. This is like a basketball game. It was just back and forth all over the place. It was so hectic and chaotic. And that just sums up Barcelona this year. And, I've always, we've been phenomenal this year, and I can't fault Hansi Flick at all. He's completely transformed his team when we were a mess last year. But this is just the nature, I feel like, of what he is as a coach and what this team is going to be with him as the manager. I feel like it's just always going to be hectic, chaotic, all over the place. And, I don't know if this is my brand, of football that I'm trying to watch. And I've always kind of felt like this, but, we've been phenomenal. So I'm seeing it out. But, like, we just cannot control games. And I knew it was going to cost us. I think I might have said it before in another video, but all year I felt like at some point in a big game, us not being able to control games is going to burn us. And, yeah, I mean, partly maybe shot ourselves in the foot a bit. Lamine Yamal, when we go up, when we're up late, like the 92nd minute, like right before they score, Lamine Yamal cuts inside on his left foot, tries to shoot instead of maybe taking it to the corner flag and kill some time. I get it though. You're trying to put the game away. The game is so chaotic. It's been ridiculous. There was like 3 minutes left at that point, I think, and he's just trying to kill it off with another goal. I'm not like too mad at it. Obviously, hindsight 2020, you're thinking just take it to the corner flag, but yeah, I mean that's just the overall state of this team, and I feel like that's how it's been embedded in them play this year. It's just all gas, no break, and yeah, sometimes you literally just need to slow down, like. Slow down, control the game, see it out, maybe do a bit of defending. And, I mean, this is where we are. Yeah, so obviously never expected it to be like this, but this doesn't surprise me because this has been our identity all year. And we've lost games, dropped points, tied games in the league like this. And, now the Champions League comes back to burn us at the worst time. But yeah, like I've always felt like this Hansi Flick hiring was made like perfect timing. It was able to like draw some energy back into us, get us amongst the best teams in Europe. We look great this year. We're playing fun, free flowing football, creating a bunch of chances, but I just don't know if it's like the best way to win trophies. Hopefully we got a big game at the weekend with Madrid. If we win, we could basically put the league away. If we lose, it's a 1-point lead with 3 games left. And that's a whole nother thing, trying to see the league out. I don't know. I'm not even feeling confident about that game now. I feel like a demoralizing loss like this Like a lot of players are just gonna go into that game like fucking cooked. Hopefully we're able to see the league out, but this is the Hansi Flick double edged sword, bro. And we stab ourselves today and die in the Champions League. So yeah, I mean, it is what it is though. Like I said, I can't be like, I'm not trying to like overreact in the moment, but damn. But yeah, this always had this lingering thought like there's no way this doesn't burn us in a big game later on. Like in some of these games earlier in that stretch in the league in like December ish where we were dropping points every week. It was like a few games like this. And I was like, at some point this is gonna burn us against a big team. Like it has to. Like we're playing this suicidally, as they always say, high line. And we just don't know how to see a game out. And we get burned for it today. But I guess getting some of the player performances. Uh, yeah, Kabarsi, two of the goals are on his head, gives away a penalty, gets beat for the third goal. Definitely a performance you want to forget about, but a performance that builds character. For a lot of these young kids, their first real heartbreak. I guess last year, but I feel like last year it was like it didn't hit like this when we're going into it kind of as like a favorite in Europe, and everyone kind of expects us and sees us as a top team. But yeah, and it wasn't a red card. Like we just went out sad for real. So yeah, Kabarsi and Inigo in the middle. I thought Inigo was solid. Araujo comes on, gets done for a goal. Another bozo moment from Araujo this year, and it's just like, yeah, this is a year to forget about for Araujo. Really, 2 years. Last year was a lot of ups and downs too. I don't know what his future holds. This might end up being the end of him at Barcelona. We'll see how that goes. I think a lot of the fan base is fed up with him. I know Kabarsi, boy, he better be jumping for joy because he gets two goals on his head, giving away a penalty and getting beat across his face on that last goal. And yeah, I think Araujo's just gonna be the scapegoat. Everybody just loves pointing the finger at Araujo, and I mean, shit, it's another one where he gets done on a goal, done on a build up to a goal, and yeah, the fourth one in extra time that ends up leading us losing the winner. So yeah, he comes on and could have been better. Eric Garcia, I thought was really solid today on the right. Him and Gerard Martin. Like I said, Gerard Martin had a really rough first half, and the second half completely turns it around. So I thought Eric Garcia did a really good job today filling in at right back. I was kind of concerned about that going into it, but solid. De Young today, I thought was had some moments where like you're like, just what the hell is he doing? There was a moment in the second half where he gives the ball away. Pedri plays a ball to him. De Young loses it. Now, like Pedri is like center field. Like he's like in the middle of the field. He's like, like at the center of the field. You know what I'm saying? Like in line with like where the keeper would be in the middle of the net, basically. Plays a ball out wide to De Young. De Young loses it. Stands there, watches Inter go on a counter. Pedri runs across De Young, tracks back, wins the ball back, and the whole time De Young just stands there and watch him like completely like run damn near half the length of the field to cover up for De Young's mistake while he just sits there twiddling his thumbs. Like I said, I've never been a fan of De Young in six. He's been phenomenal for us this year since the turn of 2025. But I just always felt like a bozo moment was loading. And no, he wasn't like terrible today. I can't put this on him. I I can't wait until we get Bernal back next year and we just like can shore up a bit of that defensively. We get a big physical, also adds technical ability into that midfield and a lot more like defensive solidity because this the young shit is just like I've always felt like it's just a bozo moment waiting to happen. So, but yeah, I thought overall, yeah, he was like, okay, whatever. Pedri was phenomenal today. I think he just refuses to lose the ball like he always does, helping things tick, creating chances, creates the last goal to Rafinha. He was, him and Lamine Yamal, which we'll get into, were our two best players I thought today. Danny Almo was horrific today, and then grabs a goal off the header in the 60th minute off that second assist from Gerard Martin. So I guess he was able to kind of have his moment, and then he gets subbed off for Fermin Lopez, who came on and was like, he was like, all right, like he was like solid to me. Pedri came off for Gavi, who came on at the very end. And Gavi wasn't really asked to do much. He kind of came in when we were just chasing it towards like the second half of extra time, and he was whatever. And I think who did Eric Garcia come off for? Because I know um, Eric Garcia came off for Hector Fort. Facts. Hector Fort came on, and I don't. He had one chance where he like could have slipped it to Pedri, tried to take a shot on from 20 something out and just skies it. I mean, yeah, that was kind of like a questionable decision. Like, what the hell? But I don't know. He wasn't. He didn't look great. I guess he didn't look horrible. We were just completely chasing the game. Inter was packing it in, so we're trying to like create something. But that decision was like, what the hell is he doing? Um, and then what Rafinha also kind of similar. I thought Rafinha was better in the second half, but overall run of play, that's just not his game. He gives you moments and he gives us a goal, which should have been the winner. So I can't really knock his performance too much. But yeah, in the first half I thought he was horrible. In the second half I thought he was like a bit better, kind of dropping in more central, like trying to push the ball forward, create chances. Wasn't like great today. Wasn't bad. I think was able to make himself look a bit better in that second half. But like I've said, I've always felt about Rafinha. I've always felt like this is like an NBA team 6 man off the bench. He's a first sub. I don't think he should be starting for us at left wing. I think we should be trying to get maybe Leao. I see us linked to him. Nico Williams, somebody a 1v1 right-footed winger who could cut in on that left foot. We just get nothing out that left side of the field a lot of time. Like Rafinha isn't cutting in on his right foot doing anything. Gerard Martin, who was like I said phenomenal today. This is an extreme outlier, but especially when Gerard Martin's in, we don't get much. When Baldy's in, he's able to give us like a little something, but we just need more. They're able to like jump the shit out Lamine Yamal a lot of time, and you're just hoping he's like fucking does some Messi Neymar shit and just create something out of nothing, which he does a lot, but it would take a lot of the weight off his shoulders if we were able to have like a similar creator on that left wing. So that would be like the first thing I'd be trying to do this year is get a this offseason, this summer or whatever, get a Leao or Nico Williams. I think are two names we've been linked to. I'd be cool with either one. But yeah, that should be a move we definitely make. Uh, and then Ferran really didn't do much today. He was pretty quiet. And Lewandowski comes on, also didn't do much today. Was pretty quiet. And other than that chance he had that like header. He kind of skied it over the net. Got like wasn't able to get over top of it. But I think it took a slight deflection. I think it was a crossing from Jamal. Jan Sommer got like a fingertip on it to like slightly throw it off track, and it kind of throws Lewandowski off, heads it over. But yeah, I think both him and Ferran today were just like, you know what I'm saying, like weren't really that great. And then we brought on I think, well, Kabarsi came off, and we brought on in the second half. Kabarsi came off in the second half of extra, at halftime of extra time, and we brought on Pal Victor. And again, he was only on last 15. We were just chasing it, and they're packing it, and he really didn't do much. But Lamine Yamal saved the best for last, I guess. A little like, you know, silver lining in all this. Him and Pedri, I'd say Pedri was great today too, but Lamine Yamal's ridiculous. I think I was like a bit hesitant then because he's 17. He's so young. I'm like, best player in the world, best when you see the talks. I think even after a loss today, I'm a bit more confident in saying he's the best player in the world. Uh, he's only 17 in years like to come. He probably leaves here with a goal or two. I mean, Jan Sommer made two ridiculous saves on Lamine Yamal shots. But Lamine Yamal also has some other chances to score. He probably leaves with a goal or two here today, in the future. But he was phenomenal today. I think he won 14 dribbles today. They say it was the most dribbles in a game since Neymar in like 2017. He was. I feel like every. And that's our game plan a lot of time is get the ball to Lamine Yamal or Pedri and let them cook. And especially in the final third when they're camped out and it's like we're trying to create something and break down the defense, is get the ball to Lamine Yamal and let him cook. And he just creates chance after chance after chance. I mean, he's ridiculous. I've run out of words to describe him. Like I said, I think he's the best player in the world right now. I don't know if anyone else in the world could have put out that performance he did today. I thought he was phenomenal. And yeah, I mean, that's like the one silver lining is in this is like, and he seems to be cut for it. I think he's gonna use this. This is his first real like heartbreaking loss. And I think he's gonna use this as motivation next year. And we're gonna probably see a uptick in goals. I mean, the assist is really already there, but we'll probably see an uptick in goals next year. So yeah, it's Hey, we'll see what happens next year. And the coming like the season's over. Like we still got to close out this league campaign. But yeah, I mean that's just heartbreaking way to go out. Uh, but I mean Hansi Flick football. This is what you sign up for, I guess, with this guy. So yeah, man. We'll see what happens in the league. Madrid at the weekend. I have zero confidence going into that game. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully we can win and just put this league away. But yeah, man, heartbreaking loss in the most Barcelona fashion ever. Enter for Barcelona 3, Classico at the weekend, and another big game. And we'll see how that goes, man.